Hello. I wanted to talk to you today about an experience I had. I had a friend of mine who his significant other was in the hospital on a ventilator, last legs of her life. I mean, really wasn't alive except for machines keeping her that way. And yeah, suffered a stroke, I guess, earlier that morning. And as a healer, right, a spiritual healer, not medicine, right? I'm not a doctor. Uh, Gave my friend a gift, and we connected with her soul. And I didn't tell him what to feel. I led him through a journey, and I don't know the entire family's discussions through everything, but through this, I had a really grateful experience, not just for him, but when I tuned in through my heart to hers to actually feel her soul, I got an overwhelming sense of gratitude. And while that might sound a little weird and bizarre for some people who are new to this, hey, that's fine, right? That's fine for things to sound weird, right? Math, complex math is incredibly weird, right? And so, but just because it's weird doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means I don't perhaps understand it in the same manner. And so allow you to, suspend your disbelief for maybe just a moment. Aristotle said it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. And so took him through, guided him, and after everything, he sent me a message later that night and said, I believe you were able to cleanse her soul, and I am ever grateful to you and your master. Response, oh, he felt the energy, eh? Because he was in the hospital. We buzzer started going off, and so we kind of cut it short. She was so far gone. Um, I don't have the choice to heal somebody beyond their uh, will, right? Not even Jesus is going to violate somebody's self will. And it appeared that she just wanted to transcend, but being tied to a body that was artificially alive, she couldn't. There's a lot of misery in the hospital, so there's a lot of darkness, right? That feeds on misery. And I didn't tell him I cleansed her soul. I didn't even tell him I was going to cleanse her soul. So it's interesting that he said that. I believe you were able to cleanse her soul, and I'm ever grateful to you and your master. That's the feeling he got. Oh, you felt the energy, eh? He gave me a heart response. The family and I came to a group decision to pull the plug tonight as a sudden stroke shut down most of her brain. So as they connected and he felt her soul cleanse, his words, she, she suffered a massive stroke just to let him know, yes, this is the right decision. I love you, but let me go. He said, his dad said, we are giving her the biggest gift anyone ever can, taking away her pain. Look at that. So, look, healing comes in different ways, right? When you heal the soul, sometimes the soul just wants to let go, and that's okay. We don't get to choose. So he said he's going to perhaps reach out to me to talk. I give him a chance to just to process things. He's an old friend, and I want to make sure that as a friend, right, people who I actually have a connection with, that he's good, right? I don't need to like lose sleep over his ups and downs. right? I love him. And because I love him, I just want to make sure that he's in a place of heading towards goodness and not heading towards sorrow. He gave me hearts and everything, so it seems like towards goodness. Um, but he said that he literally feel it. I literally feel it. I can make a testimonial for you for sure, he said, and gave me I gave him a heart there. Her mother says, thank you very much for what amounts to her last rites. So what if last rites was more than just some obscure guy saying obscure words as if it was rote repetition, but instead you actually got to connect one last time. One final goodbye. How about that for closure? What would that be worth? To heal the soul of your loved one, to be part of that process, to have that gift, that connection for the rest of your life, unless you cut that connection, right? In this case, him. Unless he cuts that connection, he's going to have that connection for the rest of his life. So I told him, I'm glad I could give you that gift. Think how happy she was she could finally share love with you before she left. I'm happy for you, man. Feel that love. Celebrate her life. Allow yourself to mourn, but celebrate the good. He gave me a little heart. And then I sent him a little love note, just to let him know I was thinking of him. And that I tuned in to her soul multiple times throughout the next day and just overwhelming sense of gratitude. And yeah, if you're not full of shit and you actually do know how to heal somebody's soul, the rewards are so magnificent. And the gratitude is, I mean, I'm sure you can see it on my face. What if I could connect you to that? So many people walk around with a hole in their heart, fractured. All I have to do is eat a vegan diet and I'll be healthy. All I have to do is take this pill and I'll feel right. All I have to do is look for somebody else to tell me what the problem is and then how to fix it. And everything will be okay. All along, we do the same thing that doesn't work for anyone else. But we tell ourselves, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And we say this unironically as we follow the same bad paths and same bad decisions that lead nowhere. Why don't we get you in a place where you can thrive? A place that starts on a journey towards goodness. How about it?